10, 8, 6. Okay, welcome to Stitch and Stuff. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kim.
We're glad you're joining us today to talk about our stitching and other stuff. Today is October 3rd. Yay, October. We made it.
We made it. September flew.
Yeah, it did.
Your brother's birthday's tomorrow, by the way.
I know.
Well, I heard that one of the other brothers thinks it's on the 5th.
No, I know it's the 4th. I remember their birthdays. I have a hard time remembering my sister-in-law's birthdays. They're new. Those aren't as drilled in yet. But
whose birthday? I think it's the 10th or the 12th of October.
I have to look at my calendar.
October. I just know it's this month. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
I know the months. I just don't always know the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome if you're new and joining us for the first time. That's my mom. And we live on opposite sides of Washington State. Well, not really opposite sides. I live in the middle and she lives on the west side of the state. Yeah. And so we get to do our cross stitch on Zoom. And then we'll have my two daughters will join. Two of my daughters will join us. The other daughter is handicraftless lately. It's time for me to start assigning it back for school because she's not picking up stuff on her own, which she should. I think it's very enriching to at least do it, even if it's not something that it's your favorite thing to do in the world.
You're not making her do it for 3 hours at a time.
No. And she has lots of choices. So I need to probably just get organized and start requiring that of her, just like I require math and other things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we let the girls go very first or should we do previous finishes first? So
let's let the girls go very first.
Okay, I told Rosie she could go very first.
Always prancing around there waiting.
They are making noise. And what about it? We showed your hat. That's the same outfit you wore last week. We're gonna show it again, I guess. Okay, come on over. Come on to my right side because I can turn this a little bit. Okay, Rosie wants you to see her outfit again. I think it's the same one she had last week.
I think it is, yes.
But she wants you to see her hair as well.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Pretty
style that we did.
Okay.
Now a fashion blog as well. A fashion, I don't know. Tube.
Oh, yeah, fashion tube.
Fashion. You have to talk while you do this.
Yeah.
You have to tell what we're doing.
Okay. You gotta show us.
Turn it around.
Just a minute, Millie.
Rosie, you know how to do this.
What do you say?
It's Pen Pals by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcher.
That's what you're working on.
Little girl at the mailbox.
Why do you like working on it?
Because it's fun.
It's fun. It's over there.
Yeah.
What did you get done this week?
A flower. Did you get the tulip done?
I got the green and the
tulip.
envelope.
And the envelope. Can you see the envelope too? The white.
Yes, I can see it now. Yes.
I started on a bird, but I had to take it out because it was super messy.
So you'll just put it back in.
Messy bird. Okay.
Fix it. You'll fix it. Next time you do it, it won't be messy, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I have to take my stitches out sometimes. I'll be working away and I'll look and I'll go, wait, what is wrong with these stitches? My threads are twisted or I don't know. They just don't. I missed a hole somewhere. Sometimes you just have to.
And you like them to lay smooth. A little tiny bit of stitching even every week makes good progress over a lot of time, huh?
Yeah, every week you're a little bit closer to being done with it.
It's a really cute one.
Love you.
Bye. Okay. Millie wants to show off her outfit as well, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Back more because I can't do much. There you go. Okay, we've got leggings. You want to turn around? This is a really cute outfit, actually. It's a cute skirt.
You didn't say that was mine.
It's a really cute outfit, Rosie. There you go. There's your outfit.
Very boho. Okay.
Okay. Kind of matches my previous finish I'm going to show in a minute.
Ooh, is it a new previous finish or an old previous finish?
It's an old. I've showed it before, but it's been probably a year. So I figured I'd pull it back out.
Okay.
I didn't do very much this week.
That's okay. I didn't either.
Okay.
Some weeks are that way.
On a Swan Princess by Tiny Modernist.
So pretty. Oh, look. Oh, that border is amazing. I love those. I love that border. Yeah. You're coming around. You're not going to, it's not going to be very much longer. You're going to have that done.
What are you going to stitch next, beloved?
I can't do that.
No, you probably can't do that just yet. That would probably be discouraging.
What should I do next?
We'll pick something. We'll choose something. We'll find something.
Have anything lined up?
We can line something up before it's done. So then you just get to start right on something next.
Okay, I'm going to go change.
Okay. Say bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye. She's going to go help at the treehouse. So she has to get out of her fancy clothes. What's your previous finish? What do you have?
Oh, let's see. Let me wheel my stuff over here. It's on Dad's desk chair. We're so fancy here. Oh, I did kind of clean off the chair over there. Well, one of my previous finishes is this one. I finished it last year and I showed it last year, but I just took it out of the den or out of the spare room to look at again. But it's my little frog witch.
Oh yeah, she's so cute.
I really did a crappy job on this ribbon, but I really love her. And of course, Cassidy, my daughter-in-law, was here with baby Junie for a few days, and baby Junie was holding it and kind of looking at it. And we turned it around, and I still haven't finished. She said, "You never finish those." I have a problem.
You need to just put a button on it.
I know. Half the time I just can't. I haven't been able to get into that room where my sewing stuff is. So now I can't. So she's gonna get finished. I'll show my other previous finish later because it's linked to a new start.
Okay.
You'll see why. But that was my previous finish. And this was from a Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine, probably maybe 2018. And it is by
might be 19. Well,
no, because I started it the year that I started stitching again. I think it was 2018. It was when we were doing the kitchen remodel, the first old one. Anyway, it's by Snowflower Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her. I don't think you can fit this pattern on her.
You'd probably have to just get it in the magazine. She has some new designs out. Did you see them?
She does. I did see that. I did.
Cute.
Yeah. It's almost like she's re-entered because she's commenting on her Instagram a lot more. I mean, she's posting more on her Instagram for stitching. And it's like she hasn't done that a whole lot for a while. So I wonder if she's kind of trying to kind of re-enter, and maybe she's in a better, not a better, but a different place in her life where she can do that. It sounds like she gets together with Stitchy friends and stitches. So it's still a part of her life. But yeah, I did see that. I was going to go back and look at them a little more.
I know. I need to go look at them and decide if I want to stitch any of them.
Yeah.
Or just wait on that one.
You remember how last week I showed you I was going to do those Putini.
Yeah, she has a freebie out. Is that what you're about to talk about?
No. Is there? Oh, is it her seasonal ones?
She just did a quick little freebie that she just posted today.
Oh yeah. The pumpkins.
That's Paola Puntini.
I think it's Putini, but she just opened her Etsy shop.
Oh,
I had to order mine from Acorns and Threads because they weren't, but she just today, I think, announced that her Etsy shop is open. So you can get all of her patterns, but I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to do those now because I found a different sampler that I like.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you were kind of on the fence about those other ones. Like
I like them, but I think
they were.
I don't know if I would like to do them in a one big piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I would have to do pillows, which I could totally do pillows.
But you might peter out like last time.
Yeah, and the piece that I'm actually looking at doing, I can't really, of course, I won't be able to show it because my phone, but we can talk, people can look it up. It is a sampler by that quarter shop, I believe.
Oh.
It's called, whoops, it's a sampler called Historical Sampler. But I found it on, I thought I found it on That Quarter Shop. See if you can find it.
I am.
Are you looking on your phone?
I was gonna
look for Kimberly's Stitching. Kimberly, like my name with an S and then another S Stitching. Because your phone shows things.
Yeah, I don't know why exactly, but
I think I just have my resolution so bright. Maybe.
okay.
It's really cute. Do you see her?
No, not yet.
Kimberly's Stitching.
One fly. Every week I feel like there's one fly that wants to live on my head. Is it at Fat Quarter Shop?
No. Look on Instagram.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Instagram. Oh, okay.
Yeah, look on Instagram. You'll be able to pull her up.
Okay, yeah. I will do that right now. I was Googling it, and what ended up pulling up was Priscilla Blaine's blog.
Oh, she probably did do it. She probably did one.
But it didn't have, it just had a bunch of the finishing she had done for.
Okay. By the way, people, if you're not following this gal, Kimberly Bowman, Kimberly Stitching, she has some amazing things on her Instagram.
Is it this one? This is the one you're talking about?
Yes. Yes. She changed it though. The October pumpkin she did, it's a Priscilla pumpkin from some pattern. I think the original has a little witch's hat.
Oh, okay.
And I think she changed a few colors around in the original, but I really like it. I think that would be a really cute monthly piece. Those wouldn't take very long to do each month, those squares.
No, probably not.
And I just really, and it's from, actually, where, is it hers? Now I'm trying to think, it wasn't Fat Quarter Shop. It's Historical Sampler. That's the name of it.
Called it. Well, I can.
Yeah, that's the name of the shop.
Oh, I see. So I just clicked through her link to.
Yes, it's Historical Sampler. Sorry. Yeah, and she's got some fun patterns on that little Etsy.
I'm trying to find that one. Here. This is the one you're talking about. With the witch's hat.
Yes, with the witch's hat. And some of the colors are a little different. I think the gal that we showed first used a few weeks dye works in there in hers than this one, but that's the original. Yeah.
Oh, cute. And then you can also do it just seasonally.
Yes.
Rather than months. That is cute.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking I might do that for 2020. I mean, 2020. Oh gosh, no more 2020.
Let's not go back
2022. 2022.
We're moving forward into the future. We are leaving 2020 behind.
Not going back to 2021 either, because 2021 hasn't been all that great either. In fact, I keep thinking, I'm at work, I have to put things out several months, due dates, and I'm having to type 2023. Yeah. And 2022, even 2022 seems wrong. I'm like, wait, 2022? Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're 2021. It's really been, this time of year is a mind game for me because I'm between 2 years and sometimes 3 years. But anyway, that's the one I'm thinking I might do.
That's a cute one. That looks a little more manageable than some of the other ones.
Yeah, I thought so. This one, I mean, I've kept up with this one this year, but it'd be nice to have a little bit easier one. And the snapshot one that Caroline and I were talking about doing maybe in 2023 will be more. And then I showed this last week that I got this pattern. I did order black fabric.
You are going to do it on black? That'll be cute.
It's really pretty.
Who was recommending that? Somebody commented that.
Yeah, I think Candy mentioned it.
Seen that it had been done on
black.
I
think I went and searched the tags on Instagram and there was only one person that sent it on black that's tagged it on that I could find on Instagram. So anyway, I think I'm going to do it. It's going to be a little bit because I think I might have ordered 32 count black.
Wow, you're being ambitious. Well, with your light and magnifier, it should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
This is my previous finish. Speaking of black, this was a kit from Hobby Lobby that I got. It's probably still something you can get there, but it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of picked it up about when I was starting to get back into stitching a little bit more. And
I think you were that same summer. Did that come with the finishing fabric, the ruffle?
Nope, that was just a ribbon that I got
ribbon.
at like the dollar store or at Goodwill or something at the thrift store.
Okay.
And I didn't even do that great of a job. I mean, and it's not a great ribbon. See it, the edging. But I just, it just sits on my little table, my little TV stand. It doesn't have a TV.
I love that saying anyway.
I know. I think it's cute. I liked the yellow on the black, and it's Ada, so it was pretty easy to see. And I did the beads myself. It did call for beads, I think. Now I'm trying to remember. I think it called for beads. Maybe it came with some, but I think I changed some of the colors. Now I don't remember. I probably remember if I went back.
I feel like we talked about that, like when you were working on it. We were chatting about stitching.
I was trying to decide what to do for the middle. And I can't remember what it called for. But anyways, I think I know, I remember like debating about what color beads I wanted to do on those. The white, I think, might have been with the pattern. Although I'm not even 100% sure on that either. Cute. But I think it's cute and it makes me happy.
It's very fallish, but also just, if you had sunflowers up in the summer, it'd be
I usually put it out in August, and sometimes I take it down by now, but I still kind of have a few of my sunflower things up, so I decided to leave it out just a little bit longer, and then soon I'll take it down.
Well, who was I was at Joanne's in July. I think it was Joanne's, and I was looking for some sunflower stuff, and then, oh no, we don't put that up until like fall.
Yeah, I do think that it's kind of fallish now. More than I used to think.
Great.
Okay, well, there's our previous finishes. We don't have a featured friend, so we're all caught up. So if you want us to feature something you're working on, send a picture of it and maybe a description of it to our email in the description box below, stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com, and we would love to feature something that you're working on or that you have finished and have hanging on your wall, or that you haven't fully finished but it's in the bucket of shame, whatever. Like,
bucket of shame. And if you've already done it, don't be shy, do it again.
We don't mind.
Don't feel like, I mean, we don't have 10,000 viewers. So like when we have giveaways, there's a lot better chance for you to win. And so some of you have won multiple times because not that many people comment. They might watch, but don't comment.
I think both of our winners today probably have been previous winners.
And I think, so same thing goes for featured friends, just do it. Even though you've done it before, do it again, because we love to see what everybody's working on. Cute things.
This fly.
There's just one left, one die hard.
I mean, it's way, way better than it was a couple weeks ago when I said it was like we were living in like Egypt in the plagues. It's not like that anymore. It's definitely slowed way down. But there's this one that's doing what they do at your house, where it's just going around and around and around, except it's not just going around and around up high. It's like going around and
dive bombing you.
By my head, dive bombing me, which is the worst.
Okay. Do you need to pause it and get a fly swatter?
No, I won't be able to catch it. It'll be like, I've lost it. I can't slap it on my head. Like,
got it.
Not recommended. I do have one of those zappy fly swatters thing, but I am not good at it. When Dad came over to visit, he was amazing at it, and he killed so many that way. And I can't get them to like hit it. So I usually just keep using the regular one, which is kind of gross. But.
We had a birthday party for baby Penny yesterday. We didn't have it. Mommy and Daddy threw it. So she's 1 year old. So our COVID baby is 1 year old. But I was really shocked because we were eating outside because it was a pretty nice day. And darn if there weren't still wasps.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, around here, they're usually gone by now. I mean, we're in October now. They're usually gone by late August, middle of September. And there was still a couple of wasps flying around looking for meat.
I need to go out probably tonight and spray another round of wasp nests because they're still crazy. They were the worst this year they've ever been.
Yeah. We actually in our yard didn't have as many, but I don't think we were outside. We were not outside as often this year because it was so hot.
Sorry, I know I look like I'm just losing my mind because you can't see the fly. Well, maybe you can. Can you see it?
Well, not right this second, but I've seen it buzz around you.
Anyway. Okay,
you go first. I went first last week, so you go first this week.
Okay, I don't have as much, I think, as usual because, as I have recently because AB Singo is done.
I know.
And I think it was done
the 30th. You had to have everything in by the 30th.
Okay, wait, 30, 29, 28. Oh, I probably worked on a couple things for it that I didn't think about grabbing, but that's okay.
No, the last day was
Sunday?
Last day was the
25th.
25th, and then you had 5 days to get caught up. So when was the 25th?
Yeah, Saturday. So I probably was done by the time we filmed.
Yeah, I think we shared all of our stuff.
We had finished. Okay, so then actually I really do have, I have like a significant amount on a few things rather than a little bit on a lot of things. So I worked this week on my toile sampler from Gardens, Cross Stitch Christmas.
Some of those books, by the way, go for like a ton of money.
Interesting.
On Amazon, the ones that are older that are out of print, yeah, like $50-$60.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. Anyway,
some of them have some treasures in them, so I can see why, because if you can't get those patterns anywhere else and you really want to stitch it. So I've been working on this side down here. I got that bird done, and I'm starting to work on the little boy who's going to be on the sled.
Oh.
Just chugging away. I do love this piece. I think it's super cute. Really nice. Oh, I think I did some snowflakes or so. Oh yeah, these little snow.
You'll love having that out in January when you put your.
I will. I always kind of go with blues and whites and gold, and sort of golds in January, or silvers.
And I do silver and tin.
Yeah. Blues. So I could see framing it in kind of a tin or silver frame. And
yeah.
I have enough fabric to frame it with. If not, I'd probably have to make it into a little pillow.
Right, the fabric.
That crazy lady didn't give me enough fabric. I just remember having this like long conversation with her about like, I need this much. And she was like, yeah, this much will be fine. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I should have gone with my gut and really pushed on. And then I worked on my trees, my cranberry and pines. So I just kept plugging away on some trees. More trees.
More trees. It's just a forest at your house.
Wrapping around. Listen, I'm going down towards the toe. So soon it'll start kind of going out into a toe down there, and then I might go back up to this side and then work down.
Even it up. Yeah, work down to a certain point. So
or I might just keep going, but isn't that one pretty? I only had it partly done last week. Here, let me fold it so I can.
The one with the yellow in it?
Yes, I had only the green on that done last week, and I just thought it turned out super pretty.
It's amazing to me how many different tree patterns there are. I mean,
I don't think I would have been able to come up with this. None of them are really exactly alike.
No, it's really.
Some of the little ones are, but once you add the beads, they're all kind of a little bit different too.
Yeah, but no, they're all different styles. I like it. I really do like it.
It truly is very few colors, but there's several shades of green.
Yeah.
There's probably.
I still think I should probably do something like that for Dad and I.
Yeah. I like it. I think it'll turn out nice. And now I'm excited to finish it and start on the one for me. Eventually. And then I worked on, here, I'll show my knitting since it's a hand right here. I've been working on this Annabelle sweater for Millie because she's been asking for a gold sweater. So I showed it just the very beginning of it last week, but I've really been working pretty hard on it. Here's a good picture of it. So cute. I love that pixie hood. She wants a hood. She's desperate for a hood. Hooded sweater. So I've been working from the neck down. So here's basically where I'm at.
You know, I think that pattern, when I did that without the hood for one of the girls, I think that was one of my favorite patterns.
It's been nice to knit. This yarn is nice. Everything about it has been nice.
I liked this construction. I love the little butterfly lace detail at the waist. I love the inset pockets, which I had never done before. It was just an easy, so much different than the zigzag pattern that you just did by her.
Which was really like,
hard.
Cute, but also just kind of complicated to actually knit. This is like basically just back and forth stockinette stitching right now, which is kind of a nice break after that other sweater, which was, I had all those crazy.
That's a beautiful color.
This is Hobby Lobby yarn. Must Be Merino is the kind of yarn, and I forget if it's just like gold or something. I forget the name of the colorway, but she picked it, and it is really nice to work with. Like super soft, really even, not splitty. I recommend it. So if you're looking for just a very basic yarn, and it wasn't that expensive, I think it was like $6 for a couple hundred yards.
How many skeins did you need?
Well, I bought 5 because they only had 4 skeins of the gold, and I think I need to get a 6th. And I got teal because she thinks she wants teal pocket and trim. Okay. So I'll figure something out with the teal. Yeah. So I'll use that for the 6th.
Okay.
But I need to get 1 more of the gold. Yeah. They only have 4.
You know, and it's really nice that you're using that kind of yarn and giving it, you know, able to give it a good review, because I think, you know, we've talked a lot when we knit for bigger kids or even for ourselves. I mean, I would probably spend a lot of money on good yarn for a sweater for myself. Well, who am I kidding? I have spent a lot of money, and I haven't ever knit the sweater, but I have yarn for sweaters. But when you're knitting for a kid that's going to outgrow it in a year or 2 years, knitting with $100 worth of yarn,
I know
it's just not, it's not very practical. It really isn't.
I know. And I just know she's going to want to wear it up in the treehouse that we're building, you know, outside where it can be cozy. Yeah. And so I don't really want to spend $100 to $200 on yarn. So I think all told, this sweater will probably be about $40, which I mean, it's more than I would probably spend at the consignment store buying a sweater, but
it's not really more than you would pay for a good sweater in a
brand new store, not knit like that. Yeah. So no, it's probably less than I would pay for a fancy sweater.
Right. And I'm doing that sweater for Junie out of a Hobby Lobby, the hand dyed Hobby Lobby, and it feels like when I'm casting on and you're doing that cast on, it feels like it's kind of splitty. But then when I'm actually knitting with it, it's really not splitty. And it really does knit up nice, and it lays nice if I can ever get past the doggone raglan increases. But someday that sweater's gonna, and I better get it done. I decided to go up a size.
Oh, because she's
that little funky monkey she's not fat. She's only 13 pounds, but when you think about her as 3 pounds and now she's 13 pounds. Oh gosh. I know, but she's filling out. She's a nice.
So cute. I should ask Cassie if she'd give us permission to put a little picture of her at the end, because she's so cute.
Oh, she probably would, because she said something about, I should come on sometime when she's wearing the white sweater with Judy.
That would be fun.
Yeah, but she's pumpkin.
She looks so much like Rosie when Rosie was a baby too. The more and more as she gets more filled out and more. I was looking at baby pictures of Rosie around this same age, and so maybe if I'll maybe ask her, and if she says no, then that's not a big deal. But
what we laugh about is that, okay, so Sarah's Rosie and Junie's or Cassidy's Junie look alike, right? But really, when you look at Junie, she looks a lot like Cassidy, who is she's the daughter-in-law here. She's not even a blood relative of ours, right? I mean, she's not a blood relative of Sarah's. And I mean, yes, there's genes, because Rosie's got some of your genes, and Andrew, your brother, contributed to Junie. Right. But yeah, I look at it and think, yeah, she does look like Rosie. But then I look at her and think, oh, she sure looks like her mommy, you know, kind of thing.
And I think about that when I see pictures of her or baby Penny. I think, man, she looks like Kelly, or man, she looks like Austin at that age, or and I can see them both at the same moment. It's more than I do with my own kids. I have a hard time kind of seeing my kids as somebody else, because they're just my kids, like they're with me all the time.
Yeah.
But with other kids, yeah. Okay, sorry. That was a little divergence into the knitting world and our sweet babies, but I also worked on my tunnel of trees.
Oh, look at that.
So I'm trying to get some of that brown. I think the brown is I'm almost to the base of the picture. It goes to probably about here.
Oh, that's the bottom then?
Somewhere around, I think about here.
Oh, there's still a lot to fill in though.
I still have a lot. Yeah, this is not the bottom. There's another kid here and more, I don't know.
Is there background? There's trees, right?
And then there'll be a moon up here and trees that come up. Yeah. So, and then I think trees that kind of come up here too.
Yeah.
So I still have a ton to go on this. Yeah, a ton. This is a big piece. But I've been working on it a little bit at a time, and it will come out this month for my magazine monthly thing that I made. Yes, it is on there. And the last thing I worked on, this is the fun thing that I really have spent the most time on, is this little Mill Hill kit that I have.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working on, and it's a lot of beading, which is new to me. I've never really done something with like significant.
Is the one pumpkin stitched and the other pumpkin beaded? Are they both beaded?
Well, here, I'll show you. So I have one pumpkin done. Let me put the needle in here.
So you've done a lot though, because last week you just had the
I
border.
just had the border done last week. So I did these.
Oh, look at the candy corns.
Candy corn border marker. And those are all beads.
Oh.
This pumpkin is stitched with 6 strands of DMC.
Okay. Yeah.
But then beaded with 2 strands of a color. Somehow this green thread poked through, but I need to get that.
Wait. You stitch it and then you go over it with beads?
Well, no, I just left holes for the black.
Oh, the black are the beads.
The eyes and the nose are black beads, and the green is beads as well.
Oh, okay.
And then this pumpkin is alternating stitch with, and now that I'm looking, when I looked at this afterwards, I realized the DMC stitching is the same exact. I could have used the same thread to go down a row and just do a stitch and then a bead and then a stitch and then a bead.
Oh.
Because you're using 2 strands of this same color.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why I didn't think to do that, but I think because there are different symbols on the chart. So I was just thinking, do this and then go back and do this symbol, but I really could have just gone down the line, but that's okay. I think it's really cute. And that effect of it being alternated is really interesting. Here, let me.
It is a real different look.
Just kind of gives it like a more woven, and then it has tiny little micro bead cheeks. And so then it'll be more beading on the top green, and the sign is beaded and stitched.
Okay.
And then down there, the vines are kind of beaded and stitched. I think the moon is just DMC. Yes.
Yeah. That'll go fast.
So anyway, I've been kind of trying to get this done for this year so that it can be a finish. And it is cute, and it's pretty like enjoyable to work on. Even though it's tedious with the beads, but it's kind of fun and different tedious.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably nice to have something a little different.
And I feel like it's kind of fun to have this deadline in my mind, like, okay, Halloween's coming. I really want to have this done.
Yeah.
So, because then I can not have to just put it away.
Well, maybe we need to put you on a bingo board of your own every week.
I know. I could probably make really good progress. Bingo. I have to do an hour a day, and then I get a bingo. Somehow spread it all out.
I know. It is nice to have that little motivating goal.
I know. I'm kind of missing it because I'm like, oh, what am I going to work on tonight?
Back to your wheel and write it out.
I know. Well, I know I'm going to work on my tree. Anyway, that's plans. So we can talk about that.
Yeah. Well, is it my turn now?
Yeah, that's everything I really worked on.
I, by the way, have just thrown WhipGo out the window.
I kind of decided I think I would too, because I was having so much fun with the AB Singo.
I got to figure out a different.
And I'm not sure I can manage the monthly challenge as well as WhipGo, and I don't really feel like I'm missing it either. Like, I don't really feel like I care that I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if I really worked it and made it work for what it's supposed to, I would make progress. But I feel like
I'm making progress.
Yeah, if it starts to feel like it's a chore, then that's not. I'm not getting paid to do this. So I didn't tell you, but I do have a finish.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Finishes in September, folks.
What is your next finish? Oh, you finished it all the way?
I did get it all. I didn't show this last week, right?
I don't.
I hadn't done.
You didn't have it all done.
Yeah, I think I still had to do the top border, which I had to do twice.
And some snowflakes you had to do still, I think.
Yeah, here, let me put something behind it. Yeah, okay, so what I figured out was on the bottom border, on that red and white, my computer's really dark in here today. What I did first was I did the white, and then I did the red stripes, okay? And that makes it pop better. And what I found was up here, I did the red first. And then when you start to put the white in, the white gets lost in those squares. Like they just shrunk. So to make it pop, I had to rip that back out, and I did the white first. And I did the lighter color, and then I popped in the red, and then I did all those French knots, which I'm getting really good and fast at.
Yeah, look at that. They look good.
I know. And all those little snowflakes. So it's done.
Yay.
Yay. So that was 3 finishes. I mean, almost finished this for AB Single. AB Single got me really close to the finish because I had it on, well, only for one square. It was M. But it's finished, so I'm really happy about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then, I did have a micro finish. I finished I don't think I had finished it last week. My Joyful World.
You hadn't yet.
So I finished September.
With the owls.
Yes, and I did a little extra on it because I'll tell you in a second what I did. It's getting so big.
You know.
I finished my owls, but I added falling leaves.
Oh yeah.
Because it dawned on me there was all this space, and all the other squares have things. Yeah. I started looking, and like January has snowflakes. You can't really see this. This has little white diamonds in it. This has a couple little motifs, and then flower. I don't know. I just felt like this had the bees. Yeah. On this one, the vines came out so far. Yeah. Same here. Anyway, I just felt like there needed to be something. And it's September and leaves fall. So yeah. I'll show it one more time here. I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to copy the leaves on the tree and just scatter them around. So September and the love owls are done. That's cute. I did start my October, and October is the hedgehogs.
We were just looking, we were looking at Instagram. There's an account that somebody owns a hedgehog and takes like adorable pictures of this hedgehog wearing like a little pink hat or just silly things. But I was showing it to the girls and they were like, oh, you got it started. They were like, Mom, we really want a hedgehog. And I was like, well, we could maybe get a hedgehog. Like, because we've talked about getting rabbits. And I was like, well, maybe we could do a hedgehog instead of rabbits. Holy smokes, hedgehogs are between $200 to $300 and $500. I was like, no, I don't think we're going to get a hedgehog unless somebody sources them elsewhere. But the place I was looking at that breeds them nearby.
This is the October square that I'm doing. It's the little hedgehog.
I love that one.
It's just one hedgehog and a snail. So I just worked on this. I had to count down 26 from the row above and get it kind of lined up. But I love the colors in this square. So anyway, so that was, I did work on that, you know, to finish. I finished Mary and Minty earlier in the week. And then I finished my October owls.
Can you hear our dogs?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm sorry if they're super annoying. Sometimes they hear a siren and they just go nuts for a couple minutes and then it's fine. But they only really do it, I think, if there's a siren somewhere and I can't even always hear it.
September, I'm sorry, I said October owls. It was September owls. My other thing that I worked on, and this is part of my magazine monthly, is that cute. Oh my God. I showed it last week. I showed you it was by Salt and Pepper Stitching, Emily Call on Etsy. Yeah. So
I think I forgot to link that down below.
So I had bought some fabric and I did get a start and I got the bat done and his hat, and I'm working on this. It's not showing very well, but there's spots for his eyes and stuff. So, so I worked a lot on this Friday, I think. Right? No, not Friday. When did I start it? Thursday, maybe? Can't remember. Friday we were at the clinic all day for Dad, but so that's what I worked on. That one more little thing. I worked on a couple nights where I didn't stitch very late. I got tired. So this is partially my previous finish I showed last year. I finished this. It is by Primitive Stitching by Shelley Auen. And she might not even be alive. I can't find her name on any. She had an Etsy shop and they're just PDFs. It's the primitive stitching ones that I've done. Yeah. So last autumn, I finished this one and I was going to make it into a pillow. Mm-hmm. But then I have this extra, if you see, my fabric is kind of big. So I had also ordered from her spooky. Oops, I got to find the picture here. And it's not a very good picture, but it's basically a shoe. Oh yeah. With this biter. And so I decided to do it on this murky fabric that I had dyed. Mm-hmm. And so I started spooky. Fun. Well, that shouldn't be a real long one because, you know, my goal is always to have a little dough bowl full of little seasonal pillows, which I'm not too far along on, but these ones are easy to find cute, small Halloween ones. And I actually remember that I had bought this.
Oh, cute.
And I just saw somebody post a picture on Instagram of finishing this one that I really love. Maybe this is a better picture. The crow with the. So I think I'm going to try to do that this month. But I also have another one by that Emily Call. It's the pumpkin girl with the pumpkin head, the little dress.
Yes, you showed that.
Yeah, it's this one. I'm going to do it on, I think, the orange fabric that I had that black work pumpkin one on.
Oh, cute. Will the orange pop off enough?
I think it's a dark enough orange. Yeah, it's a pretty dark DMC. So that's
here's that. This makes me think of that one you just shared. Here's that.
Yeah. Oh, from Puntini Puntini.
So if you look for her, Paola Puntini. She's gonna stitch that, and she's kind of saying if you want to stitch it along, it's a freebie that you can get. I'm not sure how you can get it. She posted it right here on her Instagram pattern. So, oh, and then with a link. Here, I'll put the link down below. It's puntini.com/free charts. So I will share that because I want to dye some fabric to do Creeping It Round, which is I can't remember who the designer is, but I got it from Claire. I think
Lizzie Kate. Wasn't it a Lizzie Kate?
Well, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I don't think that's true. Let me just see if I can.
Okay.
It might be, but I got some dye to dye some kind of apple green fabric. And let's see, I'm coming up with a song. So I need
one thing that's really I feel like there's just a lot of options for small Halloween stitches. You know, I think a lot of people say they like Halloween.
Heart and hand.
But there's some heart and hand. That's what I was thinking.
Here, I'll just show it. It's
so
this
little Halloweens are kind of fun, and these are kind of cute and quirky ones. That's what I like. I don't like scary.
Might be this one. Although
like
the sample that I have shows it on a green, but now I'm second guessing that. But I want to stitch that, but I'm kind of thinking about seeing if I could do that Puntini, kind of start both of them. I never used to really be a Halloween stitcher, but there's enough cute ones out now that aren't like really like, and not like super foolish things.
Right, and we don't keep Halloween up as long as
I think that's
like
part of it.
Fall. So doing little ones doesn't seem like such a big chore.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing that tunnel of trees, but that's a big one.
But that's something that, I mean, it's okay. I think people do big ones, but then it's kind of nice to just have some little ones too.
Small ones.
Yeah, if you don't want to, have a whole wall full of big Halloween ones. Yeah. I did figure out my magazine monthly plans. Did you figure out
yours? So do you want to go with yours first? You show yours.
Sure. So I decided that my focal piece, and I'm hoping to start it tonight. I haven't started it yet, but it is only the first weekend of October. It's the Barbara Anna. It's kaleidoscope, and I'm reaching, but I think that's colorful and.
Yeah, why not?
I want to stitch a fall piece. So
mine's not going to be a kaleidoscope. I'll tell about it in a minute.
And so that's my focal piece, and then the acrostic is the word color. So I'm bringing out a golden moldy here, a moldy golden moldy. I started this probably in 2018 also. It's Babushka's Blossom.
Oh, yes.
And this is for colors because it uses classic, the C in colors because it uses classic color works. And so that's where I'm at. I have a long way to go because I've got that whole big pumpkin and that little white house. And I don't think I did that other border. Nope. And then I got that border to do. And again, I looked at it and thought, what a cute little piece. That will be such a cute little piece. Well, it's not so little. It is intense. In fact, her dress.
I was going to say, the fact that you got her dress done is pretty well, you got a big chunk of something done there.
Yeah. And I started this over like 3 times because I wasn't going to do, really, I think I really did start this shortly after I started stitching again. It was an older pattern. It's 2016. And I started stitching again in about 2018. And I was going to try to not succumb to all the fancy flosses, but any DMC equivalent I found for this beautiful golden flower looked bleh. So I eventually went and got, I think I have a mixture of some fancy, like the pumpkin definitely needs to be as variegated. It's such a big, a big piece that you want that variation. And it's striped. So I'm kind of doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it up and down. But anyway, it's been a while since I worked on her. So I'm kind of okay with bringing her out again. I kind of got burned out on her. So she's going to come out and play this month.
Fun.
And Joyful World SAL for the O for October, because it's October block. And then I have a new start for L for Pineberry Lane, the designer. Because now that I finished Mary and Minty by Brenda Gervais, I'm going to start,
I said, yeah.
Mary and Minty by Pineberry Lane.
Oh, fun. No, that's Mary and Bright, not Mary and Minty. You finished.
Oh, I finished Mary and Minty, and I'm going to do Mary and Bright.
Cute.
Yeah, and I have everything in this cute these little bags are actually the nice size for these tiny little things. And I made working copies so I can just fold them up. That way we can give away our originals because they won't be all crappy. Because I'm really hard on patterns, Really hard on patterns
too.
And then for the O, I'm using my little ghost that I just showed for, it's called Ghostly and it has the word boo in it. And then the last thing I'm bringing out is for R, because there's R's in the word swirling and an R in the word around and an R in the Misty Purcell's last name. So I'm bringing, as I set up, swirling around. And this is how far I'm at so far. Those are my starting point. I really do love the colors in this.
Those are nice.
Yeah, these letters for the words acorn, they're no joke. There's a lot of, they're big.
Yeah.
It's a tall, skinny piece. Anyway, so it's coming out. And I think that is, I mean, I've got other ones I really want to work on. I want to work on the one that Nancy gave me. I have that sitting there. And my basket of potential whips to work on is really full.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did want to, and I also want to start this week. I didn't ever mention this. I don't think I even told you about it. So the Biscornu, the very first Biscornu that I started with the bees on it by Little Dove Design, she's doing a Christmas mystery stitch along.
Oh, fun.
And I just went ahead and signed up for it. And so one part comes out every 2 weeks starting this weekend, and you're done by December if you do it on time. But it's very simple. But I did buy the floss, this DMC, and then I went and dug around in my stash and I found this piece of fabric. And you know what it is? It's the fabric I started our Joyful World on.
It looks like my fabric that I used for Joyful World.
And it's a 32 count Wren Belfast. So I'm going to do this little Christmas piece on this. So I'm going to start that this week too.
Cool.
I'm sure I will not keep up, but that's how I am on all my stitch alongs. I get going and then I don't. I mean, I eventually finished some of them. I finished Mary and Minty. Just took me a year, a little under a year. I wonder if she'll do another one.
That'd be fun.
It'd be really fun.
Another.
It'd be really fun. And it's
know that she is. Let us know. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anybody that keeps track. So that's my plans. Kind of. I probably should spin the wheel, but.
Yeah. Well, I'm not dealing with the wheel right now. I have too much.
I guess I'm really just gonna focus on this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I'll make progress, and if I finish that, then I'll.
No, and I made really easy goals, like
yeah.
3 hours on the Barbara Anna piece, 2 hours on the Biscornu blooms, and I know I'll do more because once I get going on a piece in the evening,
it's more just like getting it in your hands, and then
joyful grow.
Yeah,
and I like all of these, so it should be a fun month. I mean,
yeah.
I had fun pulling out all of my autumn whips, like my trick or treat squirrels is in my basket to work on.
Fun. I love that one. I really want you to finish that.
Huh?
I said I love that one. I really want you to finish that one.
I know that's in there, and there's a couple other ones. So anyway, yeah. What do you got on your plans?
Well, here's mine. Look, I decorated it. It's cute.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the magazine monthly challenge, but I didn't want to commit to starting a new magazine piece every month, and I don't have a ton of magazines, like ones that are from magazines. And now that I'm thinking about this, I might switch it. I wrote down that I was going to do gathering eggs for kaleidoscopic flowers, because there's like lots of bright flowers and colorful things. Now I'm kind of wondering about switching to tunnel of trees, because it's also like, I really want to keep making progress on that. And it's also very colorful and kind of like. And
it's a fall piece, but it just feels like.
Here I go. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to, because that one is out of a magazine. So I'm actually going to do tunnel of trees. So that might mean I need to change one of my down below. So tunnel of trees, I want to work on for 4 hours. So about an hour a week. And I'll probably do more than that if I. For C, I have cranberry and pines. That's my stocking. I want to get 15 trees done. I'll probably get more done than that, but if I shoot for 15 and I can just tally mark it up, then we're good.
Yeah.
For O, I had orange trees for the tunnel of trees, but I suppose I could still keep that. But if it's my focal piece, then maybe I should pick a different thing for O.
Or you could just add extra time onto it.
Or I could just.
I've done that before.
2 hours. I'll think about that one. And I just did this really fast right before filming. So I might switch out what I want to put in there. I don't have like a ton of autumn pieces going. So maybe I'll put creeping it round in there because of the O and round. And it's a circle. Okay, I'm switching.
And you've been wanting to start that one anyway.
I have. I've been thinking about it for like a long time. And every time I see it, I'm like, I really just love that little piece. And I think, okay, and it's a circle. So that's perfect for O, creeping it round.
Yep.
And then for L, I have a lot of leaves for my poppies on my Biscornu. So I'm going to do my poppy Biscornu for 4 hours this month. So about one a week. And then for the other O, I have orange pumpkins for my Mill Hill kit. And then for R, I have Valley of the River Beck, my Dimensions kit, and I want to work on that for 2 hours this month. I just want to keep making some headway, and that'll make sure I touch it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I have that I want to get done.
I need to pull out my Biscornu too and start my bottom, the bottom.
Yeah, I'm on my bottom half, so I really just want to keep plugging away at it so I can get it done and finish.
Yeah. And I think I'm on that same thing on my other Biscornu, the first one I started. I think I just need to do the bottom. And both, the one on the first by Little Dove cross stitch, the first one I did has a very easy bottom. My other one by Sunshine X Stitcher, the one that I did for our SAL, has the same motifs just in a different order. So it's full, not full coverage, but it'll be basically. Yeah, it's not just corners with a little bit of design. So I just need to get working on that. It's easy. They're easy to do. It's just too many.
Mine is definitely less stitching, but it's not like a small amount of stitching because I still have like leaves and flowers, but they're smaller. So I think I can get it done faster than the top border did.
Oh, yeah.
So the top half did anyway.
Yeah, so if you're new to us, we hosted a Biscornu-SAL that started in August. It's open-ended. So if you decide to start a a Biscornu, let us know and tag us because we like to see them.
And the hashtag is listed down below for all the different kind of SALs we've got that we've done over the year and a half basically that we've been doing this. But the Biscornu SAL, I love it when I'm watching Flosstubes and people, like, it happens often that people are like, and here's the Biscornu I'm working on, and it's because of the SAL that's hosted at Stitch 7. I'm always like, oh, I miss it.
It's us.
So it's hashtag Biscornu SAL XS is what we ended up doing. Biscornu SAL SS. XS is the
yeah.
Do you have any haul?
I have one. I think just one.
Okay.
I did get a call from Denise at Threadneedle that my needlework expo pieces that she ordered.
Yeah, that's right. I got you ordered.
I didn't go this weekend, and part of it was just timing, but part of it was her shop is on Main Street and they're having salmon days parade and everything, so she was closed. So I found this. I'm pretty sure somebody probably on Instagram. It's not a great picture, but oh my gosh, is it a pretty piece? It's from Tree of Life Sampling, so I'd not really ever heard of. Can you see that?
Tilt it down just a smidge.
There you go.
Oh, give thanks. What are the little words around it?
It says rest, and actually the pieces, the little words are in it over one. It says, sorry, what does it say? Family, harvest, grace. I need new glasses. I think my eyes have changed. Plenty, rest, yeah.
Oh,
give thanks. And it's just that I just love the colors of it. It's a lot of fancy flosses.
Kind of makes me think of like a Debbie Mum design. I don't know what about it exactly does, but
who did this? If one of you is watching us that just did this piece, let me know, because I wish I can remember. I should make notes of when I find things. But this gal, I bought it off of her own website, and she sent me like this cute little card.
Oh.
And a couple of cute little business cards, so I won't forget where I ordered it. Anyway, it was just nice to get a little personal note. Not that she really knows who I am or anything, but anyway, that's about the only haul I have. Okay.
I have no haul, but I do have some kindness that I think is important to share. So my birthday was this last month. It was in September. Don't worry about what day it was. Or what.
Maybe you forgot.
No, I was just
look on your face.
How much is important to share right now? Not that. So anyways, my birthday was a few weeks ago, and I got a package from my Aunt Nancy. So if you haven't watched this before, Aunt Nancy joined us for a Flosstube in July, and she's my dad's brother's wife, my dad's sister-in-law, and technically your sister-in-law too. So I was excited to get to spend time with her, and I kind of teased her that I hadn't gotten a quilt from her, and now I feel kind of bad about it, but guess what she sent me in the mail?
Well, we have to preface this. Aunt Nancy made homemade baby quilts for the last two babies, and she made a beautiful quilt for Sam and Ashley's wedding. And so Sarah...
And I was really just teasing her because I did not expect her to make me a quilt.
And
I can make myself a quilt if I really.
I know. And I also want to say, it's not because Nancy ignored Sarah when Sarah got married and had babies. It's just that, actually, to be honest, my husband's side of the family, we were not very close during the years that we raised our families. We were all they're in Minnesota, we're in Seattle. That's a long distance, and none of us were hugely wealthy that were just flying around. We were all working class families raising 3 and 4 kids. So we reunited with Carrie's family and Aunt Nancy and loved them to pieces. And so Aunt Nancy is making up making up for the years that she wasn't a part of. It's so pretty.
So here is my birthday quilt from Aunt.
Oh, look at it. I don't think I even saw it. Oh.
Those reproduction fabrics that I love.
Yes.
Here's
Oh, it's so pretty.
and the backing is this pretty minty kind of color.
That's bigger than I thought it was when you told me.
Yeah. I probably said it's kind of a lap quilt, but it's not just like a little lap quilt.
No.
It's like a throw. Maybe I should have said it's like a throw quilt.
A throw, or maybe would that even fit on a twin bed?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it more square than rectangular?
More of a square than,
yeah.
Oh, it's a rectangle. Here,
well, and Nancy, it's gorgeous.
Well, I love it, and it's on my couch, and somebody is always sitting under it. If not me, then one of the girls have it, and it's our cozy, pretty fall.
You know, Aunt Nancy.
I love
Nancy.
You know who else doesn't have a quilt?
I'm totally I'm joking. But somebody did say we needed to zoom Aunt Nancy in again on one of our videos.
Okay,
so
we should try to come up with a time. Speaking of Zoom, before we forget, we want to schedule a Zoom meetup.
Yeah, a stitchy meet
for October for this month, a stitchy meetup. And we were talking about October 23rd. So that's the date we've settled on to do for our stitchy meetup next. It's October 23rd. It's a Saturday, and we want to do it at noon. So that way we have more room for people who are in later time zones than us. So it'll be noon Pacific Standard Time. So then you can figure out your time zone.
Yeah.
From there. So if you're interested in joining us, if you haven't done it before, it's very relaxed. We just are wanting to feel like we're having coffee with our friends and stitching. And we do a little bit of show and tell for anybody who wants to show what they're working on, just like you probably would if you were sitting at Starbucks or somewhere together.
Yeah.
Visiting. So that's our whole goal with it. And I have loved doing that. And so if you have come before, we would love to have you again. If you haven't come before, be brave and shoot us an email at the email in the description box below. It's stitchandstepxs@gmail.com. And when it gets closer, I know I'm a little slow sometimes to send out the email, but partly because I'm still often kind of getting trickling emails in through that week. So I usually will send it Thursday, sometimes Friday, depending on how my schedule is looking right before that Zoom meeting. So that way everybody who's contacted me and wants to be in it. But if you didn't get one by like Friday morning, then I love it. People just shoot me an email and just say, hey,
I'll try to put a little reminder post up on Instagram too.
That's a good idea.
We'll do that too.
Yeah, just in case people are kind of behind on their Flosstube, but want to join us, because it's really fun and it's been like just a sweet way to make friends across the whole continent, really, or across the ocean for some people who've joined us.
We've had people from across the ocean join us, which was sweet. So and we have giveaway winner from last winners, because we had two.
We had two giveaways last week, but they were the same thing. So we were both giving away our copies of Things of Winter. That one's basically unopened and has the whole kit untouched.
No, it does not have the fabric.
No fabric.
Mine you need the fabric for.
And mine you do also, but we both have the threads. Mine are just used, so I'll be sending them along with it. You can toss them out if you just want to get the PMCs. That's totally fine. But there probably is enough of most of my colors to do it over again.
And my flosses have not even been separated out. I mean, they're just like they came.
So have fun with that.
So, and the chipboard is in here to do your, the chipboard that she gives you.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
It should give you all. Yeah, so we got two of these. So
our winners for those are Teresa Chuckle. Oh, I really hope I'm saying that right. I've been reading your name for a long time, but I've never actually said your last name out loud.
Or Chuckle.
Yeah, so forgive me. I'm sure you know who you are. And then the other winner is Heidi Lenig, who I also hope I'm saying that last name right.
Heidi who?
Lenig.
How do you spell it?
Lehnig. I know for sure we have Heidi's address. I think we might have Teresa's, but I'm not 100% sure. So just shoot us your address just in case when you're watching this, and we will get those sent out to you in as easy a fashion as we can manage.
So I had done all of mine as of last week. So hopefully everybody got theirs except for maybe our Canadian friend. And I still have Snow and Rose to mail out, but I haven't forgotten you. And Tina Stitches, Sarah just gave me your address because Tina, you won the cat last week. So
we'll get caught up, and I'm all caught up that I know of.
Yeah.
So if you're expecting a giveaway and it hasn't arrived yet, also shoot us an email so we can make sure we get that to you in case we kind of forgot or it got lost.
Or if it got lost, I'll get you another one or something. I just hate the idea of you winning something and not getting it.
We want to make sure everybody who wins gets it. And then we have a new giveaway this week.
Oh, one other thing though, I don't know if people have read the news, but the post office is changing some of their delivery standards now. My husband said it shouldn't affect most first class mail or magazines, but I don't know. The article I read said maybe it seemed different, but the reasoning is to save money. They're doing more ground transportation and not going to be relying on FedEx and UPS because of planes, because space is tight. It's extremely expensive. Everybody's gouging. It's just like the shipping world. To ship a container from China to America used to cost $3,000. Now it's $30,000. I kid you not. I'm mind blown. So anyway, just as a little PSA for anybody that's, unhappy with the post office, you're going to get a little unhappier because things could take a little slower, but it's all in the name of saving money and they got to do it. So anyway, we do have a new giveaway, and you guys, this is so cute.
This is really cute.
So cute. I just knew right away I had to buy it for a giveaway. I'm taking it out of the plastic just because it's so shiny. It is another Pine Berry Lane. I know she's kind of quirky, but I sure love them. And wait a minute. Okay, the names, there's 4 patterns on this, and their names are Boo, Bittersweet, Jack, and Nasturtiums. And it's cats and jacks.
Cats and jacks.
Jack-o'-lanterns and cats, and oh my word, you guys.
Those are cute.
And it's all DMC. So we decided our word was going to be pumpkin.
Pumpkin, singular.
Pumpkin. So use the word pumpkin and you'll be in the drawing for these. Are so
they are so.
I wish I could stitch them and then have somebody else finish them for me. I got to figure out how to do rickrack on it. This one's actually a little pouch.
I know. That's what I was thinking. That one was maybe a little tiny purse. Really cute finishing.
Yeah. Anyway, in spirit of October, I thought we should have a Halloweeny.
We love fall. Who doesn't love fall though? I said, we love fall, but who doesn't love fall?
We do love fall. It's the most beautiful time of the year, except for right now it's looking pretty darn dreary out there, but I'm okay with that.
It's real pretty here.
I'm not sweating. Yeah. So I'm okay with it.
Well,
yeah. I don't really have any other. I do have to say, this is kind of funny because somebody I complained last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago about going through closets and having like 4 yoga mats. Actually, I have found now another one. So there's actually 5.
Where was this one? Upstairs?
In the closet in the other room that I tackled today. We have 2 spare rooms. Oh, you guys. And so I was like, am I the only person? And people said, no, you're not the only person, blah, blah. We all have our kids' stuff for a long time. So today I was up in the attic looking for my fall winter clothes, and it's looking pretty good up there, Sarah.
Good.
I mean, Sam's got just a little tiny corner. The trailer dwellers have a bigger section, and then I have a tiny section. There's a big room because we're turning that into a little room up there for the girls for when they come to stay, because we don't have enough bedrooms anymore now that my trailer kids are we'll have enough rooms for the adults, but not for the kids. So they'll be up in the attic, which I think they don't mind. Dad gets all wigged out about it. And I said, I don't think the girls care as long as it's cleaned up.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's kind of cozy. Anyway,
I think it's fun if it's nice and easy to get in and out.
Yeah, but so anyway, previous to today, when I was cleaning out the other closet, I was sending pictures of things to my kids in a group text saying, whose is this? What is it? Get it, because it's going. And so today I'm up in the attic and I'm kind of going, there's some trash and, boxes and stuff. And I find this box and it says Vizio, which is, electronic brand, Blu-ray. And I'm like, a Blu-ray player. Wow, I wonder what this is doing up here. And there's a piece of tape with handwriting, exactly what it is in there, which I don't know why they did that because it says it on the box. So I send a picture. Whose is this? And then right away, one of the boys answered me back, we think it's yours.
So finally,
I
stumbled on your own thing. Finally.
I took it to the top of the stairs and yelled for my husband to come look up there. I said, is this ours? He goes, I don't know, but that's my writing on that tape.
Why did he save that on there?
I don't know, but we think that this room used to have a different TV in here, and we must. I don't remember having a Blu-ray. We have a Blu-ray in our in our living room but not. I don't remember having the second one. So I texted the boys back and I said, well, finally, I found something up there that's actually ours. They just laughed back at me, but it was kind of a joke on me because I just thought, now what? Whose stuff is this now?
I have a funny story about this week too. There's a little bit of inappropriate language, but I won't use the inappropriate language. So this week, we're in a little homeschool co-op that is fun. And one of the moms planned a field trip this week to go to this really cool museum that's nearby. It's an agricultural museum. So they have tons of old tractors, some which they've rejuvenated so that they can repaired so that they can work again. And then they have like an old sawmill that they do a whole sawmill demonstration, like just really interesting things. And they hadn't really opened it up for like 2 years because of COVID, I think. And they usually do like tons of school tours in the spring, and they didn't do it the last few years. And so they decided they would open up because they thought, well, this group will probably be pretty trustworthy. The kids will probably stay where they're supposed to. So I think that like a ton of, it's all senior citizens volunteering for this. Like it's all older people. So they like all were there in all the buildings. Like there was a butter churning demonstration and a coffee grinding demonstration and a cab. Like it was huge. This museum, I had no idea it was even back there.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
It's in Union Gap.
Oh,
behind Fulbright Park. I'll show you some. Maybe we'll go there sometime because it was really cool.
That's crazy.
But we get there and they split our group into 2 different groups, and each group goes onto this tram that's pulled by a tractor. I mean, they really like went all out. So they've got 2 guys driving a tractor, and then they have each tram also has like a guy who's kind of a tour guide who's doing a little commentary as we drive out to the sawmill, and he kind of walks us through the exhibits and stuff. So this gentleman was there and he was driving, he was like just kind of telling us about what we were driving by, like the different buildings and what we were going to see when we came back there. And another gentleman comes behind him, and none of these men can hear very well because they just probably don't have very great hearing anymore. And probably a lot of them have maybe been around heavy machinery for a long time. So the guy driving the tractor can't hear our tour guide. And our tour guide can't hear this guy who's coming along on like a little golf cart behind us yelling something. And I'm filming out the window, just like as we're going. So I have this whole thing on a video. Just, you can't see anything, but you can hear it going on in the back. So the guy on the golf cart is yelling posters, but we couldn't really understand what he was saying. And also, why is this guy following after us yelling posters?
In a golf cart?
In this little golf cart. And he was probably one of the older gentlemen there. So our tour guide, let's just call him John. I don't remember what his name was. He goes, what's he saying? And so we finally figure out what he's saying. And meanwhile, he's yelling up to the guy driving the tractor to stop so that he can figure out what this other guy is trying to communicate, who's in this little golf cart and can't catch up to us. So finally, we relay up to him that this man is yelling posters. And John drops the S-bomb in front of all these little girls and their moms, like super loud and super apparently, like there was nothing discreet about it. He just says the S word really loud. And all the other moms are kind of like, and I just burst out laughing. I thought it was so hilarious. And he was mortified. I felt so bad for him. He was like apologizing profusely. And I was like, it's okay. It's not that big a deal. My kids have heard that.
Let's be honest. I'm sure most of those kids have heard it, even though their mommies were embarrassed.
I'm pretty sure probably that's true. But I know for sure that my girls have heard this word and probably aren't at all shocked or stunned to hear it. But it was the funniest. What ended up happening, probably, in my opinion, is this guy, our tour guide, probably had one job. he was probably supposed to pass us posters of this event they have for free coming up in a couple weeks. That was probably his one job, and he probably forgot to get those posters to hand out to us.
So the golf cart guy's bringing them to him?
No, he didn't even have them. He was just following after, yelling that we forgot them. And we were going to be there for like 2 more hours, so there was nothing urgent about this situation.
God bless. God bless.
It was so funny.
God bless elderly people. They really do.
It was my favorite moment of the whole day. The trip was really fun, and there was a lot of really interesting stuff happening. But that moment just made my day. It was so funny. So I'm sorry I can't share that video with you because I feel like it would be inappropriate to post at the end of this video. But you can just imagine how delighted I was to realize later that I had caught that on video and could share it with my husband.
So you could
die laughing
over and over again.
So I could listen to this
Oh,
moment.
Sarah. That is.
And I have a little girl on film, and she's just like, what? Did you just say that out loud? Anyway,
Mommy said the bad word.
it was pretty hilarious.
Oh,
I felt really bad for him because it was totally accidental. Like it just flew out. There was no denying that it had happened.
yeah, I couldn't. Oh, your dad's calling me.
Oh yeah, I know you need to go, but we'll end here. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great week. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Happy stitching.